Hey everybody, it's Elisa with Momtastic Life and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be making a quick batch of granola, which is super yummy, and doing some dishes and getting dinner ready for the evening. And actually my granola recipe is not my granola recipe. I got it from one of my favorite YouTubers, Jen Chapin, and I've tried it before and it is really good, you guys. It's delicious and it smells amazing when it's cooking. And it's great to eat with like yogurt and fruit. That's how I like it. And I'll have that probably every day till it's gone. But for dinner, we're making orange chicken. And it's a recipe I've never tried before. I got it into the crock pot earlier. I'll show you what it's looking like now and what it looks like when it's done. And that's it. That's my day-to-day. Little time in the kitchen, basically. So come along for the ride and let's see what we can get into. All right, so to get our granola started, we're going to start by whisking together the first few ingredients. And the first thing we have is 1/3 cups of brown sugar. Let's see, this brown sugar is just about done. Here we go. All right, so we got about 1/3 cup of brown sugar going into our bowl. And let's get this closed up so it doesn't get hard and lumpy. And 1/3 cup of maple syrup going into our bowl. And these are the things that are going to actually sweeten the granola, so don't be skimping on these. Go ahead and use the full 1/3 cup, nice well-rounded cups and measurements of the brown sugar and the syrup. And we're also going to add in 4 teaspoons. Yeah, you heard it right. 4 teaspoons of vanilla. So let's try this way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the vanilla is just about gone. How much more is in here? No, we'll leave it. All right, 4 full teaspoons of vanilla and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I have some regular salt and 1/2 teaspoon. So I'm going to grab a whisk. You guys hear that beep? That's my oven. And mix this stuff together. And you notice I have a nice big bowl here because we're going to be adding a lot of oatmeal to this. And we will whisk and whisk. Oh, and the last thing, my bad, we also need to add in some vegetable oil to whisk along. And we're going to add in 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. So let's see, 1/2 cup. I need the light because I am blind. 1/2 cup vegetable oil. There we go. Now our whisking components are complete. And whisk, whisk, whisk. And we're just going to whisk this until it's as incorporated as it can get. So it may take a couple of minutes here. All right, my singing is horrible. I realize that. I'm completely tone deaf. Anybody else tone deaf? It sounds really good in my head, but as soon as I try and let it out of my mouth, the sound turns into something that nobody recognizes, not even me. We have this nice syrupy base here. All right. And we'll throw in our dry ingredients now. You guys, this granola is so simple and it is so yummy. It is so good. And it makes a lot. Oatmeal. So next we're going to add in 5 cups of oatmeal. 5 cups. And I have this ginormous thing of oatmeal. I got into an oatmeal baking phase for a while and I just needed all the oatmeal. So I bought this big old thing. All right, 1. 2. 3. Almost. 4, and 1 more cup. 5. All right, here's 5 full cups of oatmeal. Get all the extra, throw that in there. This also takes a cup of unsweetened coconut. This is what it looks like at my market. I don't know if they make it, I don't know if they make a non-organic version of this. This is organic. And I bought the organic because it was all they had. They didn't have any other option, so I went with it. I think I'm going to need to cut this. An organic coconut that is impossible to get into. All right, let's try this. All right. We'll get a cup of unsweetened coconut. And I do a nice full rounded cut because I really like coconut. I like anything coconut actually. So I do a nice full cup. Now, this recipe also calls for 2 cups of chopped nuts. And I am going to put them in there. I've already pre-chopped my nuts, but Mason does not like the nuts in the granola. So I'm going to mix this up, take a little bit out for him, and then go ahead and add my nuts to the rest of it. So here we go. And at first it does not seem like there will be enough of the wet ingredients to coat the dry ingredients, but really there is. You just got to keep stirring and keep combining. And I know it doesn't even look like there's that much in here. I think relative to the size of this ginormous freaking bowl that I'm using. I always worry if I use a smaller bowl though that then it'll be way too full and I won't be able to mix it and it'll go flying out the sides, and nobody needs flying oatmeal. So before I take out Mason's portion, I have a large baking pan here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a pretty large baking pan. And I am going to put some parchment paper on there so the granola doesn't stick. And I'm just going to take out, like, I don't know, maybe about a quarter of this for him. Because he'll start eating it, he'll love it, and then he'll be done. And then I'll be very sad that I have extra granola with no nuts. So I'm just going to take out a little bit for him in the corner here. All right, and now we're gonna add our nuts into what's left here. And it's 2 cups of nuts, and it's any kind of nuts you want. I prefer cashews and almonds. Those are just the type of nuts that I like, but you could easily do walnuts, pecans. Do you guys say pecans or pecans? I don't know, is that a regional thing? I don't know, I say pecans. But you can do any kind of nuts you like. And you know, also I've chosen to do 2 kinds. You can do 3 kinds. As long as it's about 2 cups, there's no limit to what you can do. And you guys, when this stuff bakes, it smells like oatmeal cookies. It is so amazing. Your house will smell so good. So now we are going to lay the rest of it out on the parchment paper. And we want to just press it down. We want it to be compact. So you don't want to leave big loose areas. You want it to press it down as much as you can. And what that's going to do when you bake it is to help it get those crunchy, like larger pieces. You know, when you eat granola, a lot of times it kind of gets crumbly, like little tiny pieces, but I love when I find like a good chunk and it's just got all the flavor. So we want to really pack it in. Okay, I'm totally left-handed except when I shoot pool. I shoot pool right-handed, and there's one more thing I do right-handed. What is it? I don't even remember. But is that weird? I do one random thing right-handed and everything else I'm hardcore left-hand. I don't know. What I am not is ambidextrous. And this looks good. Here's Mason's little nut-free corner. Okay, now this is going to go into a 325 degree oven. Oh, and I'm going to move my shelf down. And it's supposed to cook for about 40 to 45 minutes. But I find my oven runs a little bit hot, so I only cook mine for about 28 minutes. And I turn the pan around about halfway through. There we go. Into the oven. And let's put our timer on. And I put my timer on for half the time so that I know when to come and turn it around. And that's it. So we'll see how it comes out. All right, and this is ready to come out of the oven. Oh yeah. You guys, so awesome. My house smells amazing. So we're just gonna let this sit here and cool completely. So it's gonna be cooling for quite a while, and then we're gonna break it up and it'll be ready to eat. And it makes a lot. So it'll last a while, and I'll probably share with some of my neighbors, which is what I do with a lot of my baked goods, because otherwise, you guys, let's turn this off. Turn it off. All right, it doesn't want to do that. We're gonna do this. Otherwise, you guys, if I don't share with my neighbors, I end up eating all of it, and then I will be quite a bit larger than I am now. So in interest of my health and well-being, I share with everybody and dole out the goods. All right, so here's my crock pot. You can see it's already on, and we've got about another, what does that say? Almost 2 hours till dinner. And let's take a look inside. It's orange chicken. I don't know what it's looking like now. Oh, and we're so steamy right now on the camera. That was awesome. Let's get the lid completely on. And what's in that, it's chicken breast, marmalade, barbecue sauce, and Worcestershire. And you mix it all up and dump it all in and walk away. So it sounds really good. Hopefully it will taste as good. So dinner is done. And this is what it looks like in the crock pot. I took out all the chicken breast and shredded them up with just a couple of forks. And now it's in this delicious looking orangey barbecue-y sauce, and it smells amazing. And then with that, we are having rice, put it over rice, and a salad. So pretty simple, minimal work, and hopefully delicious. So I just wanted to end this video by telling you that I just had dinner. The orange chicken I made in the crock pot was super yummy. Everybody loved it, and I'm gonna leave the recipe for you guys in the description box below because it was well worth it. And I just threw it over rice, and it was delicious. And the granola is all crumbled up, and it is delicious. So I think it's been a successful day. And I know I did the dishes before, but oh, you can't see. There are a few in there, but we're just about done. So thanks for coming by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.